Hey, Lauren Hughes here. Thanks for joining me. We're going to continue a conversation about those discount brokerages and online vendors. So let's chat Zillow. And the thing is, I'm not anti-Zillow, which might make me a little weird. I don't know. I think tech is coming into the real estate industry. I think it's a good change. I think everyone should have access to information. And that's because I have a little bit of a chip on my shoulder, because I actually became an agent because I had an agent that withheld a lot of information from me that was pertinent to a home sale of mine. And it ended up costing me almost $250,000. So I do have a chip on my shoulder. I think everyone should have access to the same information, and it shouldn't be held within just a couple, a select few that, pay the bills. But I'm not saying you shouldn't use an agent, because a good agent can make you a lot more money, reduce your stress, not gaslight you, and it can make the whole process go a lot smoother. So I'm still a proponent of agents, but anyway, I digress. Let's talk Zillow. So I got a Zillow offer. So I've got a house in Atlanta. It's a rental. My Zestimate is at $1,281,000. That's right. So I was like, you know what, Zillow, if you actually think my house is worth that much, give me an offer. Then I find out that they don't do offers over $500,000, but in their private offer, they said they would give me $810,000 because that's actually what the house was worth. So that brings me to my next question. Why on earth, if Zillow knows what the home value is, then why do they keep pushing up all these values? I can't tell you, but 1.281 is a lot different than 810, which they were going to offer me. If they did, they just didn't do those offers in that neighborhood. But another company did, and they came up with the 810 also, which I would argue, maybe. Anyway. So, but let's break down that 810. Let's assume I'm like, yeah, all right, 810. Way off from your Zestimate, whatever it's called. 810. Now, 1% listing fee, ladies and gentlemen, 1%. But then guess what? In the fine print, they're going to take 6.5% off due to miscellaneous fees like tech fee. The listing fee is 1%. Then there's a tech fee. Then there's a photo fee. Then there's a marketing fee. And then and it ends up being, I would take home $749 from that deal. And let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, a realtor even at 6%, because it is negotiable, there's no set rates, still less than that. So it kind of blew my mind a little bit about how, they're selling and marketing that 1% really hard. It's just not there. Sorry. And that's what's frustrating me with a little bit. And I've not successfully conveyed this to anyone other than my brother, which is shocking that he actually listened to me. But when people call me on the phone, they want to go over rates. So I'm like, sure, there's a lot more to that than just the rate. And then they're like, well, can you compete with a 1%? And I said, well, I'm not competing with a 1% because there's hidden fees in the back end. Everyone keeps arguing with me. They're like, no, there's not. No, there's not. And I'm like, have you actually gone through the process? Because I have. And let me tell you, there's so many hidden fees throughout the system, and there's no support. If something goes wrong, that's on you. If someone wants a lower price, they will negotiate that lower price. There's no one going to argue on your behalf and be your cheerleader, if you will. So, sometimes you get what you pay for, but with some of these companies, they are charging so much on the back end, they're just not calling it a listing fee. And I think it's semantics, and it's playing with words, and I think it's tricking, and I think it's deceptive, quite honestly. I'm not saying Zillow is deceptive. Don't sue me for libel, Zillow. I'm just saying some of the online companies are not being as pious as I think they could be. So if you guys ever have any questions, I've gotten multiple offers on my houses just to see what the heck everyone keeps talking about, and looks are deceiving at this point in time. So thanks, guys.